Right, I am back, everyone. Thank you so much for holding on. I needed that. I really, really needed that. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself this evening. I've thoroughly enjoyed playing some WWE 2K25. I've thoroughly enjoyed, well, I'm hoping I'm going to thoroughly enjoy watching some WWE Smackdown tonight. I'll tell you what I'm not going to do anytime soon is willingly and knowingly enter into a fucking 8-hour stream, because that is what it looks like it's going to be this evening. Well, I'm not making a habit of this. I'm not making a habit of this. I do like the idea of having longer streams on a Friday to do something before Smackdown starts, which going forward is going to be the return and the continuation, because I said that I was going to that 2026 was going to be the year where I stop starting games and then not finishing them. So it's going to be the continuation of WWE Smackdown Here Comes the Pain. We are going to be bringing that back to Fridays from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. and then from 1 a.m. we will do WWE 2K25 for the foreseeable, because don't forget, we've only got like 3 months until WWE 2K26 comes out, and it's looking more and more likely that I'm probably gonna be a fucking mug and buy that game. Spudgun, thank you so much for the raid this evening. Welcome in, raiders. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you've all had a lovely week. I have had a fucking great week, and the reason why I've had a fucking great week is because I have been off work. It was my birthday 2 days ago, and I have done... I've been a very self-indulgent boy for the past week, and I have loved every single fucking minute of it. But I'm happy that you're all here to enjoy to enjoy this Friday evening, to enjoy the anniversary of my birth. Nathan, welcome in, mate. How are you doing? Spud, what have you been watching this evening? What have you all been doing this evening? We have finished without completing all the objectives, but trust me, I am fucking finished with the WWE 2K25 showcase. Going forward on Fridays, we'll be playing Smackdown Here Comes the Pain, and we are gearing up for a WWE Smackdown watch along, and I'm really looking forward to it. You're good, Nathan? Good to hear, mate. Good to hear. What's everyone been up to with this week? Anything new? Any events? This is one thing that boiled my piss over the past month, 2 months, is, like I said, have I mentioned it was my birthday 2 days ago? I was looking for things to do, right? I was looking for things to do. Saw Kenobi, hey Stuart, how's the wife? What have you heard? What have you heard? Not a loaded question. No. Anyway, we're doing good. Thank you very much. How are you doing? Mate? Been watching Nightmare, Finders Keepers. I like Finders Keepers. That was always a good show. Treasure Hunt. Did they bring back Treasure Hunt, or was it always Annika Rice, early 90s? I'm assuming early 90s from what it looked like. Strike It Lucky, always a fucking good shout. All Clued Up. What's All Clued Up? Stars and Rise, Bits, and finishing off with Bullseye. That is a fucking good lineup. Although, what is All Clued Up? I would like to know. No, Peggy, don't be like that. Happy belated birthday, streamer man. Thank you very much, malevolent god. Awesome fucking username that is. Brought it back with Susie Perry. I have no idea who the fuck Susie Perry is. I'm gonna have to look up who the fuck Susie Perry is now, aren't I? I'm gonna have to look it up. Also, Smackdown starts in 5 minutes. I will inevitably miss it because that's who I am. Susie Perry. I have no idea who this is. She was on the Gadget Show. Okay, maybe I do know her. Formula 1, Grand Prix, MotoGP. She's got a theme. Treasure Hunt. Superstars. Okay. Susie Perry's Queens of the Road. Okay. City Hospital. I genuinely have no idea who that is. Genuinely have no idea who that is. I did, yeah. Okay. Interesting. Good brother just finished up Spudgun stream. Now you're gonna have a massive wank and take the dog for a walk to get a coffee. I'm glad that you're doing it in that order, to be honest with you. Whereabouts in the world are you? Because if you are not in the UK, where the fuck are you going for a coffee at this time of night? Sydney. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Well, enjoy your tug. Make sure the dog's in the other room though, because they don't need that. They don't need that this evening. All Clued Up is pretty much Wheel of Fortune without a wheel. Okay. I don't hate that. I don't hate the idea of that. Who presented All Clued Up? She was a Superbike presenter who liked wearing leather jumpsuits. I got that. Interesting. Yeah. So basically, I was looking for events and like a gig to go to, or like just something. Just like, do you know what I would have settled for? Something to do, like something at the cinema, like not even a new release, but if they, you know how like some cinemas they'll show older films. There's fuck all on. There is fuck all on in January. January is the driest month, and it is the worst fucking month to have a birthday if you plan on going out and doing shit. Not great. Not fantastic. But I made the most of it. I've been spoiled by Peggy. I got loads of cool shit, which is very, very nice, including some chocolate from Canada, which I had never tried before. I tried a Butterfinger for the first time, and it was pretty damn good. Pretty damn fucking good, actually. And not that Diddy. David Hamilton hosted ACU, DJ and former announcer at Fulham. Interesting. Okay. Liked. Yeah, I was looking for shit to do, and there was pretty much nothing. So this week has been, went and played snooker, went and played pool, ate a lot of delicious food, and yeah, just been playing a lot of Red Dead Online, watched a couple of films, been out for lots of walks, and been out and about. And most importantly, what I have been doing this week is not working, and I have fucking really enjoyed that, and I'm not looking forward to Monday, to the point that the only event that I've actually seen that I could go to this week is on Sunday. Luckily it's not Sunday evening, it's Sunday afternoon. It starts at 3 p.m. but Progress chapter 189 is on at the Camden, I think it's at the Electric Ballroom, and the tickets are 30 quid, and I can literally get one train without outing myself or fucking doxing myself. I can literally get one train to Euston and then walk to the Electric Ballroom. I don't know how far Euston is from the Electric Ballroom. It can't be that far. It's literally fucking Camden. Although, to be fair, you could fucking... London is not that big. Like, you could get off at Euston and then get to anywhere in London within an hour. Walking, probably. Right? So yeah, I might go to that. But I've got a gig to go to. Funny enough, Spud, you'll love this. I am willingly, Spud, going to Milton Keynes in a couple of weeks. Imagine that. Imagine wanting to go to Milton Keynes. Says Spud. You know what? Milton Keynes ain't that bad. When you've been to Luton and Dunstable, Milton Keynes is not that bad. In comparison, Spud, between Luton and Milton Keynes, like, realistically, it's fucking heaven and earth is the fucking difference between those two. Not working is the play. You took half a day off work today. What did I do? Go bed for 4 hours. Oh, you are speaking my language, malevolent god. You are a malevolent god. Yeah, that's the fucking one right there. What's the worst thing I've done with half a day off or a day off? I have wasted some fucking days off in bed. I promise you I haven't turned 85 years old this week. It was a fraction of that. I remember I took... This is really bad, and this is more of an indictment on my parents than anything else, right? I took a sick day off school once to go for a haircut. And it never grew back before you fucking say it. What are my opinions on Ulrika Johnson circa early 2000s? Infinitely dislikable, to be honest. Mate. Milton Keynes is a big pile of blandness spread very thin over a large, bland area. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It looks like a fake town. It really does look and feel like a fake town with more NPC style people than any other town that I've ever visited in the UK. It really is bizarre. Like, even when the shopping centre in Milton Keynes gets busy, it's still like, it's almost like, you know, like in Futurama when they go to the fucking robot planet and like it's crowded but all the robots are walking like in unison. Smackdown started, by the way. All the robots are walking in unison and sort of like rushing like together in lines in perfect like formations. That's Milton Keynes. That's what Milton Keynes looks like. Genuinely. The Snoo planet. No, that was the Amazonian women. It's the robot planet from like season 1. It's a city with no soul. No, it's got a football team though. Someone else's fucking football team, you know. Speaking of football, Spud, how's United getting on? I'm a long-suffering West Ham fan, and when Man United were on a really bad run, I was when West Ham played Man United, I was like, this is the day that West Ham get the fucking shit kicked out of them, because when a team goes on a bad run, they usually take it out on West Ham. Right, Sami Zayn opens up this episode of SmackDown, which is in Montreal, Quebec, Canada this evening. And he has come out to what I imagine is a thunderous pop. Have I ever been to Darlington? I've never been to Darlington, no. No, actually, I've never been to Darlington. You got someone to watch SmackDown with. Craggle Rocks, welcome in. How are you doing? Smiggy, at uni, you knew a girl from Swindon and a girl from Milton Keynes. Both were lots of fun. With me think interesting people come from very boring places. I think they do. I think if you live in a boring area, you're kind of, and you're an interesting person, you must, you know, get the impetus to fuck off. Like, just get out of there as quickly as possible. Oh my god. Is that shirt? Oh my god, it is. It's a Sami Zayn Habs Montreal Canadiens shirt. How do I acquire this shirt? I probably like it in a different colour. I'm not a massive fan of white t-shirts, but that is fucking awesome. Big Ole chance for Ilja to Sami Zayn. Sorry about West Ham maybe getting relegated. It's not your fault. It's not your fault they're shit. I've still got hope we might stay up, but then again I would, because I'm a delusional football fan. Sami Zayn busting out the French. I really want that fucking t-shirt. Really want that t-shirt. 2-0 against City means nothing when they're in a slump and struggle with Bodo Glint. It looks like you've got Man United and West Ham. West Ham's obviously worse than Man United by a long shot this season. But it's just such a shame because, like, they've got the players and they've got the squad and they just, none of them give a fuck. It's weird. I'm so... All right, Trick Williams coming out. I'm so in two minds with Sami Zayn. I feel sorry for him because, like, the time that was perfect for Sami Zayn to win the World Heavyweight Championship or win a World Championship was also just the wrong time for Roman Reigns to lose it. And now he's cooled off to such a point where I don't know if it is the right time for him to win it. If he does win it, I think they might have given up on Sami Zayn being a world champion, especially at this year's WrestleMania. I don't think he's going to win the Rumble. I think he's going to lose to Drew McIntyre. He might win it. He might win it. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But a rocket on this guy, you think he's better than Brock? What? Trick's fantastic. Not everyone can win a world championship, otherwise it makes it feel less special. Happened with Kofi Kingston and Big E. Sami Zayn should always come close but never get it. I think it was a brilliant moment for both of those people, though. There was no other moment for Kofi or Big E that could have been as big as what they got. Whereas if Sami Zayn wins it, it will always be marred by the fact that that moment could have been bigger. But I still think he's winning. I still think he's winning that Fatal 4-Way tomorrow. It needs to be people who always come close but never do it. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean they won't have great legacy. That is true. Like Kurt Hennig, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. Oh, I don't know. I think that's really, really... I don't agree with that. I often go back and watch Big E's win. That got a massive fucking reaction. People wanted Big E to win that belt. and people popped hard for it. If people, it was the right thing to do at the right time. Maybe AJ Styles should win the Rumble since it's his last one. Maybe. I think. Well, he's got. Has he got a match tomorrow? No, he's got a match at the Rumble, hasn't he? It's AJ Styles versus Gunther, and he's put his career on the line, which is an interesting choice. Interesting choice. He's not losing. He's not retiring. There's no fucking way he's retiring. Yeah, AJ fighting Gunther. That is at the Rumble, isn't it? People say that Sami Zayn isn't believable on the microphone. They don't have a fucking clue what they're talking about. Gunther collecting careers like Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones. You know what is good? People seem to have written off AJ Styles already, saying that he's going to retire at the Royal Rumble. And I like that. I don't like him retiring. I don't think he's going to retire, but I like the fact that people are still in a bit like two minds about it. Finn Balor's aura returned in 2 minutes with his entrance on Monday. It was fucking cool. It was fucking cool to see that theme back as well. That was a correct decision by WWE to do that. Trick Williams got another main event. Good for him. Oh, there is Damien Priest to suck the life out of the room. I like Damien Priest. I feel sorry for Damien Priest. I feel like Damien Priest should have been... No, I'm not going to say it. That's so rude. It's so rude. I wasn't a fan of Damien Priest's world title run. But the run he had very shortly after losing the world title was fucking phenomenal. AJ's contract runs out around Mania, hoping he stays for Mania this year so you can see him before he retires. Yes, definitely. I think he will. I think he'll at least extend that contract up until December. Really. But this is his last year. Allegedly. Yeah, but he is good though, isn't he? Like, he is fucking good, is Trick Williams. Like, on the microphone. People bitched and moaned about Trick Williams being TNA champion because, oh, it's unfair, it's unbalanced, this relationship between TNA and WWE. TNA made more money probably last year through pay-per-views and TNA Plus subscriptions than they did for the previous 5 years before they got the WWE partnership combined. They did just fine. But that TNA title run for Trick Williams did so much for Trick. He's a bona fide star now. They won't retire AJ without giving him some match against anyone he wants. Maybe not a retirement tour. They've just done that. But give the fans some never seen matchups. I agree. We've never seen AJ versus CM Punk in WWE. I'm pretty sure they had like a series of 7 matches in Ring of Honor, like in 2004. But I'd like to see that. Who else can AJ have a match with, Spud? Do you reckon? What other dream matches are there for AJ Styles? He's worked pretty much fucking everybody. Matt Cardona. AJ Styles versus Matt Cardona. The dream match. Actually, can't think. Who else? AJ versus Javon will be fucking good. AJ, do you know what I want to see? AJ Styles versus Leon Slater. AJ Styles versus Leon Slater, and I want it to happen inside a TNA ring. I want to see AJ Styles versus Leon Slater at TNA Bound for Glory. That's what I want to see. But apologies if the mic picks this up. Been sat down for too long. Yeah, genuinely, I can't actually think of anyone apart from CM Punk that we haven't seen AJ Styles have a match with in a WWE ring. Drew McIntyre he's had matches with. Randy Orton he's had matches with. Sami Zayn he must have had a match with. Finn Balor he's had matches with. Seth Rollins he's had matches with. He's going to face a lot of younger talent. I think that's going to be good. AJ versus... His last match would be against Ethan Page, Craggle Rocks. I really like that idea. I really like that idea. Speaking of Randy Orton, God, he looks fucking... He looks like a sore bollock when he gets angry, doesn't he? The vein on his head. Look at, you can tell that it's a Canadian crowd. Look at the amount of fucking buffalo plaid check shirts in the crowd. Unfucking real. The only place in the world that you would ever see someone wearing a plaid check overshirt over a fucking hoodie. Tremendous work. Tremendous work. If you did that in England, someone would stop you in the street and be like, whoa, what are you doing that for? You look like a massive cunt. Right, so... You reckon Joe Hendry? Oh, it's going to be Ilja. See, I was thinking... Or maybe not. We were thinking because it's in Canada. Okay, it's not in Winnipeg, but it is in Canada. That we might get an appearance from Chris Jericho this evening, or tomorrow at Saturday night's main event, which is also in Montreal. The Miz is great. I know it's not a hot take at this point. As long as Randy's washing his hands now. What's this in reference to? Cody is number 1 in the Rumble, right? So this... Okay, so I missed this, right, before. There was a bit of discourse about this earlier. Someone thought that Cody declared himself as number 1, but I'm pretty sure Peggy is correct in this. In fact, I'm 100% sure that Peggy's correct in this. That he was the first to declare himself in the Rumble. And he was the first to declare himself in a Rumble, but I don't think that means he's going to be number 1. I think it still means that he's going to be randomly placed within the Rumble. He could be number 1, but, you know, what are the chances of that? 1 in 30. It's 1 in 30 are the chances. Right, we're kicking off with Carmelo Hayes versus Ilja Dragunov. Do you know what? Because we're not getting the big surprise this week, we might get Jericho tomorrow. Like, we might get Jericho tomorrow. Think we know what happens after the countdown? Hey, look, I'll be happy with it. Genuinely. I think Jericho is number 2 because we need the classic countdown. That, yeah. I'm weird about the Jericho thing. I'm not overly excited about the Jericho thing, But I understand it. It will be a moment, right? It will be a moment. All right, we've got an ad break for 3 minutes. Number 1 or number 2, Kit Wilson, please. I think that's a fucking genius idea. I think Kit Wilson should be number 2 because I think whoever... Oh, he could be number 1. Or... No, Kit Wilson can't be number 1 or number 2 because the big spot that he had last week on SmackDown was that he beat somebody up and then the music stopped and then he carried on... The music carried on afterwards. So I think Kit Wilson should be like number 7 or number 8. And I think someone should get eliminated just as he's walking out. He should beat up that person. The music stops. And then he walks off again. And then the music starts again as he makes his way to the ring. And then inevitably he'll get eliminated straight away. So I think Kit Wilson, number 7 or number 8. Number 7 or number 8. I'd be happy with that. Yeah. Do you know what I'm going to do for the Royal Rumble predictions form? I'm going to put that as a question, Sammy. What number is Kit Wilson going to enter the Royal Rumble? Don't mind a Jericho return, but don't push him into any title feuds. I'm happy with him being in the title feud as long as he doesn't win. And to be fair, Chris Jericho only ever won the World Heavyweight Championship in WWE 3 times. One World Heavyweight... No, was it 3 or was it 4? How many times has Jericho been a world champion? 2001, he won both of them, the WCW and the WWF. I want to say he won the WCW title on its own before then, like a couple of months before, and then lost it back to somebody, I think. He won the World Heavyweight Championship in 2009? Oh... no idea who's going to win the women's this year. There's been no build-up. No, there's been not enough build-up. But I still think that makes for an intriguing women's Royal Rumble. I think you say AJ Lee. That's a hot take. I think a lot of people would think Bianca or Liv Morgan. I'd be happy with AJ winning. But I think I would want to see Bianca win. Because I think we're going to get Bianca versus Jade, aren't we, at WrestleMania, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because I think I'm already bored of Jade Cargill's title run, and it's not Jade Cargill's fault. It's got nothing to do with her in-ring ability or lack thereof. It has everything to do with the fact that they have not booked her in a fucking match. Don't think Bianca's ready. Oh, that's a shame. If it's not Bianca, then it might be Liv. Liv versus Stephanie Vaquer if she's still holding on to it. Or I wouldn't mind. Do you know what I wouldn't mind as a bit of a left field prediction for the women's world title match at WrestleMania? If Stephanie Vaquer does drop it between now and then, and you have a bit of a implosion of the Judgment Day, I genuinely... The way that the three of them have been working together over the past year, and so well, especially when Liv Morgan come back recently, I wouldn't mind a triple threat between Liv Morgan, Roxanne, and Raquel. I fucking love it. Raquel to win the Rumble, fuck yes. I couldn't agree more with that, actually. Give it to Raquel. Give it to Raquel. You can have Liv win the title at Elimination Chamber. You can have Roxanne win the Elimination Chamber, and you can have Raquel win the Rumble, or a version of that. Maybe Raquel win the Elimination Chamber. I feel like Raquel winning the Elimination Chamber would be cool. I think Roxanne winning the Royal Rumble would be really fucking like mind-blowing out of left field. And then you could do Liv, although as we know, WWE could not possibly have more than one women's match on a PLE. So what the fuck am I fantasy booking for? That's how I do it, though. I'd have Liv win at the Elimination Chamber. I'd have Raquel win the Elimination Chamber. And I'd have fucking Roxanne win the Rumble. And Craggle Rocks, that is a match that requires little to no build-up. Little to no build-up. Ilja versus Gunther at Mania would fucking blow the roof off. In fact, because it's a stadium open-air show, it would build a roof and then blow it off afterwards. This would be an interesting... Wow, what a fucking German suplex that was. This would be an interesting decision to have... Imagine if Ilja wins this match. Imagine if Ilja wins the United States title now. I would have Gunther versus Ilja for the US title. That's what I thought, well, how I fantasy booked it in the first place, before Carmelo Hayes won. I'd actually be well happy with that. As I think Carmelo Hayes has gone on leaps and bounds as a performer during this United States title run. But I wouldn't be mad if he lost it right now. Wouldn't be mad if he lost it. They need to build career-defining rivalries for Trick, Mello, Bron and Oba. Well, to be fair, Trick and Mello have history, and they are on the same show. And you've got a different dynamic now with the two of them, because Trick is a heel and Carmelo's a babyface. Like, I would like to see that dynamic in a match now. Eventually. Even though we've seen it time and time before, we haven't seen it with that dynamic. I quite like that. Oof. If we're going to go back to NXT rivalries as well, you could always do Bron versus Solo. Solo should not be out of anyone's conversation for next big thing. Next big thing. Solo Sikoa is a very entertaining superstar. And I'm gutted that he has fallen so far down the card. Yeah, Carmelo and Trick have such a history. US title at Mania, Trick versus Mello. I wouldn't be mad at it. I would not be mad at it in the slightest. Right, we're in the ad break, so we're not going to get anything massive, but that was a fucking hell of a suplex into the ring. Dragunov is throwing Carmelo Hayes around right now. Let's build a 2-night, 10-match dream WrestleMania card of all time from wrestlers who have appeared at Mania over the years. Punk versus Macho Man is a good start. I'd probably go for... Well, if we're doing that, did Harley Race ever have a WrestleMania match? Because you probably have to have Harley Race versus Triple H if you're going to go down that route. Big Show versus Andre the Giant. The ultimate big meaty men slapping meat match. Andre versus the Big Show. That is a good. I think if you're gonna do that as well, this would be the ultimate opportunity as well. If you're gonna have dream matches that have never happened with people that have appeared at WrestleMania, it's the ultimate opportunity to get that Undertaker versus Sting match in. It's the best opportunity to get the Undertaker versus Sting match in fact. Prime Jeff Hardy versus Prime AJ Styles TLC match. I don't know if I would save Jeff Hardy for a tag match with Matt. You could even have... Oh... I like it. Moolah? Moolah? I wouldn't have Moolah anywhere near my show, to be honest. Anywhere near my show. In terms of a women's match, though... Oh, that's so hard. There's so many people to pick from. Oh my god. Isn't there like a famous picture of AJ Lee getting a picture with is it Lita she's getting a picture with? I'd go for AJ Lee versus Lita. Ooh. Do you know what, right? This is bonkers to me that this has never happened before, but and it could still happen, and it should still happen, is Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley in a one-on-one match. Like, personally, that's one match I really want to see, and I want to see them do it at WrestleMania before it's too fucking late. I'm pretty sure the last time Rhea and Bianca had a one-on-one match together was in NXT. I would fucking love to see that. Prime Eddie versus current Dom. I think Eddie versus Shawn Michaels. The Rock versus Shawn Michaels. Kurt versus Brett has to be there. Yeah. I was never a massive fan of Brett, but then again, I missed Prime Brett in WWE. My memories of Bret Hart were fucking WCW Bret Hart, which was... Bret Hart would tell you that Bret Hart was shit in WCW. You hate how Cole is saying Montreal. Is he? Am I saying it okay? Am I saying Montreal okay? Or am I butchering it? Oh. Oh my god, fucking 12-6 elbows to the face of Carmelo Hayes. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 619 from Ilja. I'm cromulent, thank you. I try. Seth Rollins versus Shawn Michaels is a fucking great shout as well, actually. I would like, if we're talking ideal world situation, what should have been the ultimate triple threat match should have been Roman versus Seth versus Moxley. And I would have him come back as Moxley. If he ever does come back, that Dean Ambrose name was great. I was a big fan of Dean Ambrose. But that name has to die with Jon Moxley's return to WWE. If it was to ever happen, which it probably won't. But that would be the ultimate triple threat for me. I wouldn't have Brock Lesnar on my show because I plan on having women, and I prefer women to feel safe on a wrestling show that I'm booking. Same goes to Hulk Hogan as well. I'd quite like to book black people as well, and I wouldn't want them to feel uncomfortable with a massive racist walking around. Trios. You'd have to have a trios match in there. Mm. Omos versus Mark Henry. But Hogan was best friends with Mr. T. I, I hope you're saying that ironically. Oh, I can't be racist. Some of my best friends are black. No, 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 no. That does not excuse what you did. Like what people heard and saw Hulk Hogan say, and it wasn't just an isolated incident. And he never apologized for it. He never apologized for it. By all accounts, he apologized for getting caught. His big takeaway from that whole situation was telling the roster when he went to apologize for being a racist. He apologized. He warned people to be careful of what they say because you never know when you're going to be recorded. He never apologized for what he did. He apologized for getting caught. That is a grade A cunt. I can't be sexist. My mum is a woman. Exactly. Exactly. That excuse doesn't fly anymore. It never flew. Still on ad break. This is, do you know what? Every now and then you'll see it so flagrantly that people slow down during the ad break. But this match has been so good. So fucking good. Even during the ad breaks, it's a banger. Very, very impressed. Akira Tozawa versus Taka Michinoku. I'm pretty sure Taka Michinoku only ever had one WrestleMania appearance, and that was in the Hardcore Battle Royal in WrestleMania 2000. And I love that. You know what I'd have? Because there's loads of people in that Battle Royal that don't get enough credit. I would have, and I reckon it would be a really good technical match. I would have Owen Hart versus Taz. I genuinely think watching, or Kurt Hennig versus Taz. I think watching Kurt Hennig bounce around for Taz's suplexes would be a fucking magnificent sight to see. Oh, in fact, I had to think about your TLC idea, Sammy. I had a Mr. Perfect versus Gunther would be fantastic, actually. That's a really good shout. I had to think about your TLC match, Sammy. And I think I would go for, even though it did happen in TNA, it wasn't fantastic by memory, but I would go for Prime AJ Styles versus Prime Rob Van Dam in a TLC match. Not even a TLC match. It just has to be just a match. Just a match would be fine. Yeah, they have given this match a long, long time. A very, very long time, and I'm very happy for it. Oh my god, that slap from Carmelo Hayes to Ilja was great. It just slapped him in the face. He is proper waffling him in the face. Nice. Someone's getting suplexed on that hard bit of the ring. Oh, nice. Yeah, Ilja looks like he's been beaten the fuck up. Every single match, it looks like he's been in a car accident. There you go. If you're playing wrestling drinking games, they just called the edge of the ring the hardest part of the ring. You can all drink now. Oh, fuck. Hang on. What's the date today? 24th of January. In 3 days, I'll be 8 years. 8 years drug free. Go fucking me. I've got nothing planned for it. I've got nothing planned for it because it's midweek. But that weekend is the Royal Rumble weekend, so at least we've got something to look forward to, right? In fact, the last time I did any sort of narcotics that wasn't drinking, I've been completely sober for 7 years and 9 months. I stopped drinking in the May. Yeah, I stopped drinking in May, and I stopped doing drugs in the January. And the last time I did any sort of drug was watching the Royal Rumble that year. So, oh, Carmelo won. Big win. That's 2 wins over Ilja Dragunov now. Well done to WWE for not doing 50-50 booking, by the way. He's got 2 clean wins over Ilja Dragunov. That is fantastic. You're 8 years drug free and you don't do drugs. Thank you very much. In 3 days, it's your brother's birthday, Spud, which means something cheap off his Steam wish list. Oh, if I've got something as a recommendation, I've seen a lot of people do it for streams and videos and things like that. And I'm no different because I've got no originality when it comes to that sort of thing. It's called Level Devil. It costs less than £5. In fact, it might be exactly £5 right now. But it's a rage game, and you're a stick man, and you need to get from one side of the platform to the other. And it looks simple, but when you go do the obvious thing, the game will just fuck with you. And it looks really, really fun. And I will be bringing that. Do you know what I might do? I might do that on the 21st of February. But I'm only going to play it for like half an hour. I'll do that, and I'll do some Red Dead Redemption 2. But yeah. Also, if you want recommendations for cheap video games, I'm just saying, on my YouTube channel right now, which is Stuart Yeah on YouTube, I'm doing a series of indie game reviews. And the last one that I did was a 2D platformer called Super Long Cat. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, go and subscribe to my YouTube, because I'm going to start doing some more original content there, not just the stream vlogs and things like that. Super Long Cat, spoiler, really good game. Really enjoyed playing it. And the video, my video review, is only 4.5 minutes long, so go give it a like. Go watch it. Go give it a like. Thank you, Sami. YouTube, said Sami. Right, this match should be good. Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes should be a banger match. But I think so far for that Saturday night's main event card, I think the match I'm looking forward to most is the women's tag match. It's got the most story and history behind it. Oh my god, not a fucking sit down interview with Cody. Oh my god. So recently it was the 4-year anniversary of Cody Rhodes' last ever promo in an AEW ring. And he even mentioned during that promo that he was waiting for a contract from Tony Khan. Very interesting slice of history, that. Imagine how different things could have been if, because that was 4 years ago. Imagine if Tony Khan had shelled out the big money and signed Cody Rhodes down to a 5-year contract. The entire landscape of WWE and potentially wrestling as a whole could look very, very different right now. Oh my god, are we getting an Inferno match? We just got... What is this? Why are we getting Attitude Era shit? Oh! Attitude Era edition for 2K26. Is that the first we've seen of that? Was that an exclusive? Am I late to the party? Was that a first? That looked fucking cool. I'm thinking we're going to get the Inferno match back because they did a clip of the Inferno match. We had a clip of please don't put Vince in the game. Please, because there was a bit there where Stone Cold Steve Austin filled up Vince's Corvette with concrete. I had it like Jim Ross. Concrete. Okay, that was fucking cool. 4 new match types you see mentioned. I've seen... What were they? Inferno? I've seen rumours about a strap match or a dog collar match for years, but it's never come to fruition. 3 Stages of Hell. That was another match type, wasn't it? I Quit match, which really lends itself to the Attitude Era. What was the 4th one then? Dumpster match. Oh, that means we get New Age Outlaws back. And Chainsaw Charlie. Does that mean we're not going to get Terry Funk? We're just going to get Chainsaw Charlie? Because I'm not going to lie, that'd be pretty shit. Pre-order next week. Oh, God, I wish I had money. Still have not seen Buff Bagwell's mum on a pole match. Unbelievable that they called it that. She was on a fucking forklift. I'd love to see the forklift make a return in a WWE game though. Next Income drops next Friday. Yeah. Fuck it. Oh, I get paid next week as well. Fuck it. I don't need. Do you know what? It usually lines up perfectly because I pay. I'm not going to tell you how much I pay for it, but I pay X amount of money for council tax. But I pay 10 months of the year instead of 12, which means in February and March I don't pay council tax. So it's free money. And usually that goes on WWE 2K, whatever. You can always wait. I think I'm going to wait because I can't afford to fuck around with budgets and shit like that. But I will get it. I know I've got a £50 voucher to go towards it at least. So it's not going to be, you know... It's a lot though, isn't it? That pre-order is going to be about 120 quid for the big edition. It's a lot of fucking money for a broken game, isn't it? Yeah. Vince Russo is in JCW, and you think Russo works in today's meme culture by being a parody of himself? No, Vince Russo was a cunt in the 90s, he was a cunt in the 2000s, and he is pretty much king of the cunts in 2026. Be diplomatic, Cody. Okay, this sit-down interview just got a whole lot more interesting. We're going to have a face-off between Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes right now. Do you know what? Jacob Fatu might beat Cody, you know? Because I still think we're going to get Drew versus Jacob Fatu at some point. Probably at the Elimination Chamber, right? The fucking facial expressions of Nick Aldis is fucking... Oh, can't do it. I can't watch it. Seriously, how do you really feel about Russo? Get off the fence. Don't sugarcoat it, Stuart. Don't sugarcoat it. Oh, you bitch, Cody. You bitch mentioning his fucking stint in prison. He did his time, Cody. Having kids. Fair play. Yeah, I think Jacob Fatu's going to beat him, you know. I hope he does anyway. Breeders the bloodline. Jacob really is one of the most believable promos in wrestling. It's him and Eddie Kingston, really, isn't it? Yeah, he really, 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 really wants that. Like, he'd be good. He'd be fucking good in Hollywood. Give him a role in Hollywood like that. I'd watch the fuck out of it. My eyes are just transfixed on the guy in the plaid overshirt and the hoodie. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I know it's cold, right? I know it's cold, but surely when you're inside, it can't be that cold. Surely they've got the heating on in the building. Yeah, Jordynne Grace looks fucking wedge. Jordynne Grace could choke you out if you got too close to her arms. Do I need to explain Canadian culture to you? No. Look, I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm just saying I find it fascinating. The overshirt over a hoodie. You know. Have I seen the clips of Chelsea on Sunday brunch over the weekend? No. Please stick that on the Discord if you can. How the fuck have I missed that? Funny enough, Spud, I was speaking about Yokozuna's. Yeah, you would know better than me, actually. Yokozuna made an appearance on Big Breakfast, right? So does that mean... And then he died very shortly afterwards? Was Yokozuna's last ever interview with fucking Denise Van Outen not related to Millhouse? When he was flirting with Denise Van Outen, yeah. There must be a clip of that somewhere. Was that his last ever? It certainly will be one of his last, yeah. Because he died... He died up north, didn't he? Like, he didn't die in, like, near London. I'm pretty sure he died up north. And where was Big Breakfast filmed? Was that Manchester? I'm only thinking Manchester because of Mike McLean. He was from Manchester, wasn't he? Oh, we get a proper fucking ad break now. Proper fucking ad break. Well, I will just take this opportunity to say thank you so much to everyone for joining this evening. It has been a fucking long stream. And I tell you this now, there is no fucking way that I'm ever, Chris Jericho, ever gonna willingly or knowingly book myself into a fucking 8-hour stream on a Friday ever again. I am exhausted, but it's mainly my voice that's fucking giving up on me at the minute. We've got 2 hours left of Smackdown. Going forward into the future, Fridays are going to look pretty much the same as they did before. Start off at 10, play a retro wrestling game between 10 and 1 a.m, and then watch Smackdown from 1 until 4. And I like that. I started early this evening. I started off streaming this evening at 8 o'clock in the evening so we could get that Bloodline showcase over and done with. And we did. We managed it. Didn't do all the objectives, but fuck that. The next showcase that I'll do will be a lot fucking shorter. Also, thank you for sending that to me, Spud. Oh, I was wrong. Big Breakfast was Lockkeeper's Cottages, Old Ford Lock, London E3 2NN. Still burned into your memory. Fuck me, that is impressive. What does that house still exist? Because that was a big plot of land for fucking East London. That must have been knocked down by now. I tell you what, as much as I fucking hate, and I make no bones about it, as much as I hate that the Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia this year, I will say I am going to look forward to the fact that the Royal Rumble is going to be on at a fairly regular time next week. I'll be here from around 6 p.m. I think it starts at 7. I think it starts at 7 p.m. UK time or 8 p.m. Either way, it's going to be on a regular time for all of us. Oh, Roman Reigns vignette. Is this Roman declaring himself for the Rumble by video package? I think so. Certainly looks like it. Oh my god, what Attitude Era stars are we going to get for WWE 2K26 then? Please, please give me a fucking Gangrel. Please give me a Gangrel. Riyadh, Reigns, Rumble. Yeah. Roman Reigns declares himself at the Royal Rumble via video package. Couldn't even turn up to declare himself for the fucking Royal Rumble. I think Roman has a good chance of winning. He's yet to win it twice, which the big names normally do. Is that true? I didn't know that. I thought he had won it twice. That's true. I don't know who I've got for the Rumble this year. Someone to face. I think Sami versus Drew McIntyre would actually make sense. Is that a WrestleMania caliber match though? You got to think of who's champion and who's there to challenge him. Roman versus Punk? Roman versus Drew again? I don't think I'd want to see that. Roman versus Punk I'd be happy with, but Roman versus Cody again? Roman versus Jacob Fatu though. That could happen. That could actually happen. That could genuinely happen. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one this year. There doesn't seem to be any sort of obvious choices or obvious matchups. The only obvious matchup was Seth versus Punk, and I mean, I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like Seth's going to be back in time for the Rumble, let alone, well, he might be back in time for WrestleMania. He's not going to be back in time for the Rumble, I don't think. Oh my god. Alright, turnabout's fair play. Hopefully. Oh my god, Chelsea Green just fucking flew out the ring. That was cool. Hopefully this sets up Jade versus Jordynne Grace for tomorrow. Look at the fucking crowd chants for Chelsea Green. She is so over. She's dressed like a Mountie. She's dressed like the Mountie. That's fucking cool. Thank you for drawing my attention to that. Chelsea and Sunday Brunch in Discord, thank you. They should get her doing more promotion for the company because she carries herself really well. She seems like one of the most genuinely sincere, likable people in wrestling, which is so rare. A lot of times people do interviews outside of their comfort zone and they come across as massive dickheads. Can I please draw your attention to Darby Allin, his interview on Ariel Helwani's podcast? What a fucking knob. Darby Allin could not have come across more like a fucking try-hard wanker edgelord, second only to Vince Russo. Oh god. Welcome back, Jamie. The writers on Unreal saying Chelsea isn't the top star. See, this is also... I'm loving the username, Charles Azard. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, this is... Okay, right. I am one of those people, right? I am one of those people. I'm so fucking cynical, pessimistic when it comes to wrestling. I'm convinced that everything I see on television is a work. Unless it's so blatantly obviously not. I haven't watched Unreal. I've seen clips of Unreal, but I'm just so convinced that it's mainly bullshit. Like, it doesn't surprise me that the writers would say that about Chelsea Green, but at the same time, I don't think there's any worth or any value in, oh my god, she's going to win. No. Tried to stack her up, didn't quite get it. I don't think there's any worth or value in basically painting her as a mid-carder on a fucking Netflix show, especially if it's a WWE produced Netflix show. It doesn't make sense to me. So I think we're going to see a big push for Chelsea Green in the new year, hopefully, because I'm not convinced that's really why they would do that, you know? It's called Unreal for a reason. Half what you hear on it has to be unreal. It's true. Is everyone ready for the Rumble? I just hope Cody or Roman don't win. I would rather Hacksaw or Jimmy Duggan win. Yeah, when Jordan Gray started speaking, I thought it was Stephanie McMahon. Oh, it was Stephanie McMahon. Oh, don't declare. Yes, fucking have a match tomorrow, or you could do it tomorrow, because there's only 3 matches fucking announced for Saturday night's main event. Give us a women's world title match for Saturday night's main event. Aldis, where are you? Sami for the W. I wouldn't be mad at Sami winning. It's a bit of an open field. It really is a bit of an open field right now. You've been saying that for ages, that Seth and Punk hatred was manufactured, and it's finally come out recently. Get on. They've done a fucking good job, though. They've done a fucking good job of, you know, working. It is a TV show. Like, agree with Sami, he deserves it. I was saying this earlier. I feel sorry for Sami Zayn, because the perfect time for him to win the belt was just the wrong time for Roman to lose it. And ever since then, it just feels like he's cooled off to a point where I was convinced that he was never going to win the world title, or at least not in the fucking main event or in a world title match at WrestleMania. But I'm happy that other people feel differently. In fact, I want people to feel differently. I would love to see it happen. In my mind, I kind of can't see it, but I'm always happy to be wrong when it comes to wrestling. Reckon green shirt guy turns up in Saudi. What the fuck were we watching the other day? Peggy and I were watching TNA Genesis, and there was a fake green shirt guy. Like, how much of a fucking main character wanker have you got to be to cosplay as a fan wearing the green shirt guy's green shirt? It was, oh, what a dickhead. What a dickhead. Triple H helped destroy kayfabe, and has quietly built a new level of kayfabe. It's true. No, I actually agree with that. Like, there's been a lot of, it has happened for a while, but when he took over creative, there was a lot of bullshit leaks to wrestling media, wrestling journalists, that ended up being fake. And I like that. I like WWE every now and then just fucking with journalists, because it keeps fans entertained. It keeps us, you know, we shouldn't know everything. The only bad thing with this Rumble being in Saudi, do you remember the Greatest Royal Rumble? The crowd was so boring. I feel like the crowd has improved since then, but I still don't like the sports washing aspect of it. Aspects of it. I do like the fact it's on at a regular time. You know. Jade shirt jackass. Don't fuck with us. Who fucked with you, Jamie? And what are you going to do about it, realistically? Like... Oh, God. Right, I think this might be... Stuart, yeah, expose incoming. You often ask me to expose myself, and I keep on telling you no. I keep on telling you no. What we need more than ever at WrestleMania, more than a Jericho return, is the return of George Mizanin. I second that. I want George Mizanin versus John Cena Senior at WrestleMania. I think that would be the greatest match since Earl Hebner versus Nick Patrick at Invasion 2001. Genuinely, I would pay decent money to watch that shit. Thank God it's live at 7 p.m. It was like 2 a.m. last year. Yeah. Whereabouts in the world are you, Charles Hazard? How long before they just don't know what to do with the Wyatts? About 2 years ago. It's such a shame because the Wyatt 6 thing kicks off for me so well. Like, I don't like the supernatural spooky bullshit, but I am a big fan of the psychological shit. Like, and you can mix in a bit of both as long as it's grounded in psychology. I really like the video packages of Uncle Howdy interviewing Bo Dallas and like getting him into his mindset and everything like that. And then they beat the fucking murdered Chad Gable. I really enjoyed that. And it's kind of been downhill since there. Unfortunately, although I will say this, there's an Uncle Howdy Funko Pop that's just come out, and the new Bray Wyatt Funko Pop takes AAA batteries because it glows, just like he did in the Mountain Dew match. I will be buying that. I will be buying that. The heat for a John Cena return, then it's just Senior. Oh, mate, that'd be so good. At the Rumble as well. Number 30. Just like, oh, like Michael Cole being like, oh my God, it's like 2008 Madison Square Garden all over again. And then fucking John Cena Senior walks out. Oh, cinema. Cinema. When they're both old enough, Nicholas from Mania 34 versus Brody Lee Jr. Nicholas from WrestleMania 34 will be an adult now, right? How old was Nicholas? How old was Nicholas? It's hard to tell with American children. They could be 16, but they look about 5. He must... In fact, I follow Nicholas from WrestleMania 34 on Twitter. And I'm pretty sure he is like... He is an adult. Like 10, 11 then? He looks very different now, by the way. It's like, have you ever seen Nicolas Cage? And like, obviously, I think his son's, it was just a phase. But you ever seen Nicolas Cage's son? And they're stood side by side. It's like, he looks like fucking Robert Smith from The Cure. And you're like, it's heartwarming because like, that's a supportive parent. Like, you're a fucking millionaire. Your kid is dressed up as like the most goth. Oh God. And they're just, you know, just a fucking happy family, you know? Just a fucking happy family. Oh my God. Yeah. Damn it, Peggy, now I feel old. Because you are old. You are! It's similar. Like, Nicholas was 10 in 2018, and Jamie was 2018 in the year 10. We're all getting old. We're all getting old. But, you know, I've decided to have my midlife crisis breakdown a few years early. And so, you know what? I turned 33 this week. So what better time to do an 8-hour stream on a random Friday evening, right? You know, not tired at all. Haven't yawned once. Haven't yawned once. But I'm fighting it. I'm fucking fighting it. Already had mine. I can hold your hand during yours. I feel like mine's going to be easier if that's the case. When Jamie was a kid, he used to wear an onion on his belt because that was the style at the time. There's one fucking guy in the crowd. You guys suck. Fake bloodline. Jerks. Oh, trust me, Jamie, I'm being nice. I'm being real nice. Oh. Oh, just about to post something Croc related in the server. Sweet. I still need to play Croc. Oh, what's this? I'm gonna read this now. January 23rd marks the 25th anniversary of the release of Croc 2 on the Game Boy Color. Developed by Natsumi in Japan, it follows the storyline of its console sibling, but as a top-down adventure game. I knew there was a Croc 2. Was there a Croc 2 that came out on the PS1 as well? We're excited to say that Croc 2 will return in Q2 this year as a 25th anniversary edition Game Boy Color physical cartridge. Interesting. I've still got my Game Boy Advance SP and it still works. And it's the best fucking old school retro handheld that plays Game Boy Color games because it's got a fucking backlight. Blue, in case you cared. With more details to come closer to launch. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Sami. I still need to play the remake of Croc. Yeah, I thought so. Croc 2 was on PS1. I wonder if that means they're gearing up to do a remake of Croc 2 then. If they've done Croc 1 remake, and it was Argonaut Games that did the remake as well. If they did the remake of 1, they're doing a remake of the Game Boy Color version of 2. They must be gearing up to do a remake of 2 as well. You've got a gold Zelda Game Boy Advance SP. All you ever played on it was Tetris. Fair play. Tetris, do you know what? Tetris was a fucking classic for a fucking good reason. Great game. In fact, I would get it. I would get it out and show you, but I've got a Game Boy Advance. I bought it I bought it 2 years ago, and it was cheap because it was damaged, so I bought a new shell for it, and I got an LCD screen for it. It's a little bit misaligned. I am at some point going to have to reopen it and try and align the HPS, the screen. I'm going to have to try and align the screen with the case again. But I do have that, which is pretty cool. Still patiently waiting for Spyro 4 news. I think we're going to be waiting for that a very fucking long time. Do you know what? I'm going to use this opportunity to ask everyone here, right? Crash Team Rumble. What the fuck went wrong with that game? Why do people not play that game? Is it because it's a battle royale game that costs 30 fucking quid to play it? Because I was so hyped for Crash Team Rumble, and it just died a death. Like, nobody people apparently have still got a dedicated fan base of players, but people have just leveled up so much at this point that it's not worth getting into. What went wrong? What fucking went wrong with that? Good news, Crystal Moonshine ready for tomorrow. We've been playing some fucking serious Red Dead Online, and I am hooked on Red Dead Online. In fact, I started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 a couple of weeks ago, and I need to get back into that. I need to get back into the story mode of Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm really just looking forward to Tama Tonga versus Shinsuke Nakamura at this point. This is an interesting combination of Solo and Tama. Makes me think that they're not actually going to win the tag belts tonight. This is for the tag team titles, isn't it? You've been patiently waiting for Half-Life 3 news for 20 years. Stranger things have happened. When did Portal 2 come out? 2008? We're nearly coming up to 20 years since the last Portal game, like the last proper Portal game. But no, I agree with Sami. I'd love a Spyro 4. Got your brother Croc for Christmas. His missus just glared at me. Great, another game. Wishlisted games are definitely the way forward. She not the loveliest, friendliest of people, Spud, or just, you know, find yourself somebody that embraces your nerdiness. Embraces the quirky bullshit that you like. That's what you need to find. Anyone that makes you feel bad for, you know, there you go. I couldn't have said it better myself. Surround yourself with people who fan your flames and want to see you shine bright. Exactly. Couldn't fucking put it better myself. Been patiently waiting. Oh, sorry. 2011 was Portal 2. Just trying to think what game, like old. You know, I'm such a fucking Luddite when it comes to this sort of shit. All I want, right, is, and I understand why previous versions of certain game series will never make it back to like digital storefronts. Like, I understand why WWE Smackdown Here Comes the Pain will never be remastered and remade because of all the licenses and the people and the problematic people that are in that game, like Chris Benoit, and all the fucking music. Like, they don't want to just shell out for no reason to fucking pay Rob Zombie a fucking royalty, or fucking Finger 11. Even though they did this year for 2K25, sorry. But you know what I mean. Like, there's certain IPs that they just won't ever remake, especially old games. But if you own everything, right? Pokemon fans will happily pay £60, $100, whatever it is. They will happily pay that stupid fucking price tag for Legends Z to A, right? They will happily pay that shit. Why are they not putting the old school, like the fucking Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance Pokemon games? Why are they not putting that on the Nintendo store? Don't have to be like free with a subscription service. They could sell that shit for £10 just to download it onto your Nintendo Switch. Why? People will pay for that. People will pay for it. They will play it. And they'll play it side by side with whatever the newest release is. I will never understand it. Nathan just sent your sister 50 quid for Christmas, and her birthday 9 days later she bought Silk Song with it. Silk Song. Pokemon games never decline in value. No, a physical copy, never. Oh yeah. No, most Nintendo Switch games, especially Nintendo IP games. Although, I feel like, are they experimenting with that? Because I've never seen a Nintendo IP game fluctuate in price more than I have Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like, is that a test for them changing their market strategy? Or is it literally just like a loss leader? Is that them going, fucking hell, we've released a Switch 2 with no games? Maybe we'll just have to, you know, pull people in this way. Oh, Lantern to the head of Dexter Loomis. Hidden Blade. Oh my god, we've got new tag team champions. Is it Freebird rules? Or is it literally just Solo and Tama as tag team champions? Wow. Good. Good. So they fucking should be. You're getting the old school Pokemon games on your 3DS, so there is a market for it. Someone I work with that collects all the Pokemon shit and collects all the, like, he's got mint in box 3DS Pokemon games, and he was telling me the amount of fucking money he was spending on them. And I'm like, fair play. Like, if that's your hobby, if that's your, you know, your thing, then fair enough. I saw the other day the re-release, so not even like an original release, but it was a mint in box, wrapped, still plastic wrapped, version of WWF Smackdown 2 Know Your Role. And I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that the re-release, because it was re-released 2-3 years later, they actually changed the logo on the box, at least. I don't think they changed the logo in the game, but the logo on the box was the WWE logo, not the WWF logo. And it was something ridiculous, like £400. I'm like, fuck, if money was no object, I think I would waste money on something I'm never going to use or never going to open, just to have it displayed somewhere. But I probably would try and get an original inbox, not like the repress, the reprint. Although that is still cool as fuck. Right? It's still cool as fuck. Silk Song's the most recent Hollow Knight game. Fair play. Apparently there's meant to be an update to what do you call it? Mario Kart World. I haven't played it pretty much since I got my Switch 2. I really just want to play that Sonic racing game. Has anyone here played the Sonic Racing Cross World yet? Because I really fucking want it. Oh, Nakamura and AJ Styles. Oh, fourth match. Fourth match on Saturday night's main event is going to be AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Okay. I mean, I think I would have preferred a bit more of a build-up to this match, and I would have preferred Jade Cargill versus Jordynne Grace for tomorrow. But I'm not going to argue with AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I would have preferred Jade Cargill versus Jordynne Grace. It makes the most sense. But yeah, it couldn't be a women's match. They've already got one. And it's a tag match, which basically in women's terms, that's basically 5 matches. One day. Less dick kicking this time, hopefully. I wouldn't mind one as a bit of a homage to that. But as long as they have like a 30-minute match afterwards, I think I'll be okay with it. Up until a few years ago, you had all but 2 of the DS Pokemon games. The only ones you didn't have were Heart Gold and Black 2. I think they cost me 200 quid combined when you bought them a few years ago. To be honest, mate, I don't think that's a bad price for now. Have you still got them? Or did you have to part with them for some reason? I was watching the tech YouTuber that I like, Austin Evans, and he was saying, you know, the appreciation in Nintendo DS consoles and Nintendo DS games is, you know, is a good investment. Decent investment. I wouldn't do it myself, but I know that you probably, for all of them, you probably get a lot fucking more than 200 quid for it now. Got them off of CEX, you're not getting rid of any of your Pokemon games. Good. I'm like that with a lot of things. If I needed cash, like desperately needed cash, there are things I could part with, but there's also things I'm like, I will never get rid of that shit. Speaking of which, does anyone want to buy a slim PlayStation 2 that I don't need anymore? Your DS Lite is held together by super glue. If you're not, and again, this isn't me saying this in a derogatory way, if you are precious about it being original, my respect to you. If you're not precious about it having the original case and fixings and screen and things like that, AliExpress is the best place to buy shit like that. That's where I got the screen for the Game Boy Advance. You got a slim 360 from Cash Gen for 20 quid because it had a parental lock on it. It took you 20 minutes to get it off. Back of the net. Fucking hell, that's good. Good shout. I think I've got an Xbox Slim. I've got one of the last models of an Xbox 360, but I can't remember. I don't know what model it is, but it is much better than the white one. It's the black matte, slightly curved one. I think it's a Slim. It's either a Slim. I don't think it's the E. There were so many fucking variations of the 360, but I think the one I've got is the better one. I got it for free. I got given it by my sister's partner. I think it is the Slim I've got, but it's fucking good. The only thing that's ever broken on it is the power supply, like the wire. And I shit myself when it broke. I was like, oh fuck, and then bought a new charger power supply for it. Worked fine, absolutely fine. And a friend of mine, right? He's got the original backwards compatible PlayStation 3. And I've told him so many times, like, if you ever want to part ways with that, I want first refusal. Like, I want first refusal for that shit. You've got the R2D2 360 beep boop. Show us that on the Discord. I want to see that. I know I have seen it, but I want people to see that. It's fucking cool. You've also got the TARDIS Xbox Series X, which is cool as fuck. Cool as fuck. Used to have the Gears of War Slim 360 many moons ago. It's a beautiful console. I tell you what is always in the window of every CX is the red Spider-Man PlayStation 4 Pro. I love that. I think that Sami just mentioned that at the same time that I did. You wanted the Spider-Man 2 PS5 controller and side plates. I don't know what that looks like. I would like to see that. In the CX near me is the blue and yellow Pikachu Pokemon N64. And it does look cool. I've got no use for an N64. I never will. But it looks fucking cool. Craggle Rocks used to work at CX, and when they started buying retro again, they gave like zero training to people, how to show the young people how you blow a cartridge and praise the god of gaming to get them work. It worked every time. It works every single time without fail. I never did that into an N64, but you damn skippy I used to do that to my Sega Mega Drive. Alright, DIY is officially dead. Johnny Gargano is now officially a single superstar. I think it'll be a good thing for Johnny Gargano in the long run. You put a picture. I'm going to have a look now, Sami. I'm going to have a look right now. Ooh. That is cool, because it's not the whole controller, is it? It's just like a nice little like blend into the right hand side, but the side plates for the PS5 do look sick. I do like that. I do like that. It's such a shame DIY peaked in NXT. I agree. DIY versus the Revival. Revival versus I can't remember the name of their team, but Chad Gable and Jason Jordynne. Oh. The TARDIS Series X is the perfect shape for that skin. It's when you first showed me that, I was like, why? How have you not showed me this before? It's the coolest fucking Xbox Series X going. There's nothing else that would actually be as cool as that. The TARDIS Series X looks cool as shit. American Alpha. Thank you, Nathan. One of your favourite moments was Roderick Strong joining the Undisputed Era in NXT. It was great. I keep on going back and watching you know when Kevin Owens turned up as a surprise entrant in War Games in NXT? That pop was... Oh. Those were the good old times. Peak black and gold NXT. Right. Let's speaking of peak NXT, this match has got real potential to be a banger here. I knew that when SmackDown returned to 3 hours, the quality in wrestling was going to go through the fucking roof. And I'm so happy that I'm right. Oh my god, Nathan Fraser just went fucking headfirst into the barrier there. I do wish that they would make more of a fucking effort with the tag teams and the women. Like, it has improved by the bare fucking minimum. And they could and should be doing so much fucking more. Owens with his OG Tron. It was so good. It was so good. Like, I'm sure there was like discussion and rumors online. I watched it and I had no fucking clue. Like, I remember watching that clear as day because I wasn't even planning on watching that show live. And I can remember I don't think I watched it on stream either. I don't think I was streaming at that point. And I was like, oh fuck it, I'm gonna stay up and watch NXT War Games. War Games! I'm gonna stay up and watch NXT War Games. And when Kevin Owens' music hit and the Titantron came up, I was like, what? What? Miss Kevin Owens so much right now. I do too. Mad to think, isn't it? Kevin Owens has had 2 WrestleMania main events. And I'm so happy because he's had a Universal title run. He beat John Cena in his first main roster match. And he's had 2 WrestleMania main events. One with the Usos and Sami Zayn, and one with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Kevin Owens had all the potential in the world to be that guy that was so good, but was a perennial mid-carder and never won the world championship and never got to wrestle a main event of WrestleMania, never got to do this, never got to do that. And he has done everything. And every time he's done something, he's been fucking awesome at it. He's the guy you want to root for, even when he's a fucking bad guy, because he's still the most entertaining person in the building. Yeah, there's the picture now on the Games Room channel in the Discord of Peggy's Xbox Series X with the TARDIS skin, and it looks fucking awesome. And oh my god, the R2D2 360 looks sick as well. I love that shit. I love that shit. What if Jericho shows up tomorrow and KO shows up with the list? It's always hard to tell with Jericho what iteration of Jericho he's going to come back as, or what he's going to, because he's always been adamant that he doesn't want to do the same thing over and over and over again. I would imagine if the list did make an appearance with Jericho and Kevin Owens, that it would get burnt or destroyed in some way. I'd love to see it though. It'd get a massive pop. Do you think we get Jericho's old school music, or do you think we get Judas? Or something else, or something completely new. You've got a Darth Vader PS4 as well. I'm gonna need to see that as well. I'm afraid. I've got nothing like that. Just so you know, I've got no limited edition skins or versions of consoles at all. I've got bog standard basic bitch PS5 A Series S, 360. Oh, there it is. It looks pretty cool. It's no TARDIS, but it looks pretty cool. He needs to go for one night return as the Ayatollah of rock and roller. Well, to be fair, he did do a couple of... He has every now and then come back as something from the past, right? Because he was Lionheart Chris Jericho at ECW One Night Stand 2005. And I'm pretty sure he's done Lionheart shit in AEW as well. Be pretty cool. You're quite happy with bog standard looking consoles. They just get tucked away under the TV anyway. I agree. I don't think if there is there any IP that don't get me wrong, if I got offered a TARDIS Xbox Series X, I wouldn't say no to it. Right? I definitely wouldn't say no to it. But if they could make a console, or I'll tell you what I'd like. I'll tell you what I'd like actually, Spud. I would like one of those ridiculous £30,000 gaming PCs that have got like fucking 3 graphics cards and 2 fucking motherboards. Like just like a fucking, and I want it to look like a fucking scale model of Red Dwarf. That's what I'd fucking like a fucking control center. It would look a fucking beast of a gaming PC, and I would play Roller Coaster Tycoon on it just because I fucking can. I'd play Roller Coaster Tycoon upscale to fucking 8K for no reason. Everything would look like shit, and I'd be like, yeah. Anyone remember the Marlboro Game Gear? No. Stick a picture on the Discord. But that sounds fucking terrible. A 40,000 PC that gets used for nothing but Age of Empires 2 and The Sims. But The Sims 2. Like, not a modern Sims, just The Sims 2. With no expansion packs. Oh. Oh. What strange ending to that match. What a very odd, strange ending to that match that was. Oh. A whole feud based on a stolen mask, even though Axiom's probably got a fucking 100 of them. Oh my god, there you go, that's the first yawn of this evening. So I haven't actually. Mask is the new bracelet. A fan made that mask. So I haven't got anything. I haven't got everything set up for it right now. But tomorrow evening, I will be here from 11 p.m. So it's going to be a late one tomorrow. 11 p.m. in time for WWE Saturday Night's main event. We have got 4 matches. 4 matches now, which means I'm going to post the predictions tomorrow morning. So we've got less than a day to post your predictions for WWE Saturday Night's main event. I'll post the winner the day after. But I will have other things set up for tomorrow. I'm going to have some games, I'm going to have some Sporkle quizzes, and I'm going to have some other bits and pieces ready for tomorrow during Saturday's main event, because Saturday's main event is going to be full, and I mean full to the fucking brim of commercial breaks. Over 2 hours, there's probably going to be more commercial breaks than actual wrestling tomorrow. So we're going to need to fill that time with some trivia. And I'm really, really excited for it, to be honest with you. But I've had fun watching SmackDown this evening. We've only got about an hour left. I would say it's flown by, but that would be a fucking lie, wouldn't it? I've been here for 7 hours. I'm starting to get delirious. I'm going to need to know as well. I'm going to need to know from every single person watching now and every single person that's watching tomorrow. I want to know what everyone's got ready for snacks. I want everyone's snacks and snack recommendations for tomorrow. Me, I'll be streaming. I'll have water, and then every now and then I might go for a break to have a Nature Valley bar because I'm a fucking rock star. I might even make a coffee. Decaf. Instant decaf. Freeze-dried bullshit. Aldi own brand decaf coffee. Nature Valley bar. Bad boy. Jesse Ventura due tomorrow? I fucking hope so. I fucking hope so. After that last interview that I saw of Jesse Ventura, I always knew he was a cool motherfucker. I always knew he was a cool motherfucker. You've got some Aldi own brand barbecue Pringles in the cupboard. Sami, there is nothing wrong with Aldi own brand Pringles. I will say this right now. Aldi own brand Pringles. Probably wouldn't go for the barbecue. Probably go for the sour cream and chive. But you could go a lot worse. You could do a lot worse than that, my friend. They're lush. There's only one type of crisp, right? There's only one type of crisp that is worth shelling out the money for. Because no other brand, no other supermarket, no other shitty brand does it quite like Doritos. No one. There is no other nacho style crisp that compares to Doritos. Nothing. Nothing. Pringles, anyone can fucking make that. Walker's crisps, everyone does fucking make that. Doritos, nobody comes close. Nobody comes close. Probably something from the local Asian fusion. Do explain. Like I said, it was my birthday on Wednesday. I went out on Wednesday and I went out on Thursday. And on Thursday, when I was walking through town and I was looking for something to eat, right? I'd never noticed this place before, but like, I think it used to be, ironically, it used to be a gym. Whereas now, also, by the way, doesn't Michael P.S. Hayes look like Naito? Like, is Naito's gimmick Michael P.S. Hayes? Oh my god. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was walking through town and there's a food hall, and in that food hall there was like loads of different like world food places, and every single one of them looked fucking spectacular. And I'm making my way around the food hall. I could only do one on Thursday. I went for the Chinese stand, and it was fucking incredible. It was so fucking good. Like, you know it's good when they will happily let you watch them cook it in front of you. It was so good. But there's a Caribbean place, there was a Sri Lankan place, there was an Indian place. I'm so excited to make my way around this food hall. Sami, you're heading off to bed now as you're utterly shattered and your dog's sitting in the afternoon. Enjoy that. I want pictures of dogs on the Discord, please. Hope the last hour of SmackDown goes well. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, mate. Thank you so much for being here. Do I remember Doritos 3D? Do you want me to tell you a fucking story about Doritos 3D? Crackle Rocks. Let me tell you a fucking story about Doritos 3D. So when I was a kid, right, I was really, really unwell. Like, they did not know what was wrong with me. I had chest pains. I was sick constantly. I think it was a product of being around cigarette smoke in the 1990s. There's a good fucking reason why cigarettes and smoking was banned in public in the early 2000s. I was really fucking ill, like around, what year would it have been? 2000, 2001, and went to the hospital. I hadn't eaten all day because I couldn't eat, and that's how you knew I was ill, because I was a really fat child. Like, really unhealthy fat child. And the only thing they gave me was like this Nurofen, this liquid Nurofen, and it really helped with the pain. I felt really sick, but then I started to feel hungry, and in the vending machine they had Doritos 3D, and I fucking love Doritos 3D. They were brilliant. They were fantastic, and I would like them to make a comeback. I had a packet of Doritos 3D as the only thing I ate. The only thing I ate that day was Doritos 3D and this liquid Nurofen, and I projectile vomited in this hospital waiting room. It was fucking horrendous. I felt so bad. Luckily that the staff and the nurses there were very, very kind to me being a child, but I instantly felt better. As a large unhealthy child, I was convinced that the cure for everything after that was Nurofen and Doritos 3D. My brain works in mysterious ways, Stu. I've had worse compliments, Nathan. So that's something. Doritos 3D is the cure for everything. Everything. We need studies. That's why it got delisted. Because Big Pharma did not want people to know about the cure for everything, which was Doritos 3D. That's why you won't get them anymore. Because they can make more money off of prescription drugs. You watched Penta's match with Primate from WCPW earlier. I forgot how many names Primate had worked with. Primate did well. Primate did really, really well. Didn't, oh, fucking hell. Who was the other guy that was in WCPW that's a trainer now? Lucasade hasn't been delisted yet. Or my mother's cure for everything was salty water. Oh, you got a massive cut. Here, let me put this fucking horrendous salty water on it. HT Drake. It might have been HT Drake. No, there's the fucking other guy. He was bald. Oh my god. Never gonna fucking remember. I'm sure he's a trainer now. I'm sure he was a trainer, and I'm sure he appeared on World of Sport as well. Drew's talking shit about the Habs. Drew McIntyre's a fucking plastic anyway. Let me tell you something about Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre is from Ayr, Scotland. And that cunt supports Rangers. I'm an Ayr United fan. My family are from the same place as Drew McIntyre. I am a big supporter of Ayr United. And this motherfucker right here, who was born in Ayr, Scotland, supports Glasgow fucking Rangers. Go fuck yourself, Drew McIntyre, talking about the Habs. Not Jody Flesh. I've seen Jody Fleisch. I've seen him live. He was at that ICW show, in fact, that I was talking about earlier. Fleisch. I would like to see Trick Williams win. I still think we're going to get Sami versus Drew, though. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that in the build-up to... Oh, God, what build-up was it to? Like WrestleMania 39 or WrestleMania 40? One of those. Drew McIntyre beat Sami Zayn. So they do have a history together. The crowd just popped for Randy Orton. I have no fucking interest whatsoever in seeing Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton again. I would rather have the fucking global pandemic back than ever watch that shit again. Good matches, seen it a million times during COVID. I'm sorry. You're from Birmingham and you are a Liverpool fan because of your uncle. To top it off, Mum's an Everton fan. I think it's fine if you're in the region. I think you will, you know, I don't think you need to live on the doorstep of whatever football team you support. You know? Don't care for football, but you support Manchester City because your cousins are. I support West Ham, but I'm not from East London. I'm from London, but I'm not from East London. But I could never bring myself to support Arsenal or Tottenham or Chelsea or Fulham or QPR or Brentford. Brentford, I probably should be a Brentford fan actually, because when I was a kid, my dad used to take me to Brentford Leisure Centre, and I remember watching an interview with what is his name? Keith Chegwin's nephew, Hugo Chegwin, DJ Beats from People Just Do Nothing, and he would regale stories of him buying weed outside of Brentford Leisure Centre, and I'm like, I probably went swimming with my dad at the same time that those lads from People Just Do Nothing were scoring fucking eighths of weed outside the back of Brentford Leisure Centre. Like, it's fucking mad to think that like those paths might have crossed in those ways at some point. Small world, isn't it? Like, football always makes you think of people you used to know. You see Derby and you think of your ex's dad who's a massive Derby fan. I had an ex whose dad was a Liverpool fan, and he was a massive dickhead. Like, he was such a prick to me. Such a fucking prick to me. And I'm not saying it's because he was a Liverpool fan. I'm not saying it's because he was a Liverpool fan. I just think he was a knob. Why would anyone be horrible to this? Yeah. Trick Williams, you massive bitch. I'm loving Trick Williams right now. I'm loving Trick Williams right now. He's giving real vibes of his fucking excellent dress sense. He's giving vibes of the cat from Red Dwarf, and that is honestly the highest fucking compliment I could possibly forgive another human being. Oh, we get a fucking Kit Wilson. I forgot Kit Wilson was a thing. But we're getting Kit Wilson replay from last week. We haven't seen Matt Cardona yet, and we haven't seen Kit Wilson yet. So maybe Trick truly is Cat from Red Dwarf. See, it's not just me, is it? And that is a high compliment. Danny John Jules seems like a really cool person as well. Do you remember he got arrested for, was it assault in a bin man? And he explained why that whole thing came about. I remember listening to it or watching it going, Cat was in the right. Cat was in the right. Right, here we go. Kit Wilson's fucking firing all cylinders nowadays, isn't he? He's just the best. You can say as a Brummy who worked in CEX, you have met so many Villa fans who stunk. To be honest, man, I don't think that's a Villa fan thing. I think that's I mean, no disrespect. I think that's a CEX thing. Every time I work into CEX, it smells like a gym locker room. It's horrendous. It smells like terrified nerd. Every CEX as well. Every single CEX, you walk in and go, oh, it's like being back in PE lessons again. He's got the same patter as Danny John George. He's very similar, especially you've met Danny and he's really cool as they come. That's good to know. Did they sign Cardona just to give Kit something to do? I hope not. I like Matt Cardona. I always liked Zack Ryder. I was a follower of him doing the Z True Long Island story. I was happy for him when he, left WWE. I was happy for him to make his name on the independent scene. And I'm happy that he's back. And I'm happy that he's come back seemingly, positioned in a spot where he could potentially, go for the WWE Undisputed Championship. I like Kit Wilson. I don't want him to beat Matt Cardona. The Cat's favourite song, Ain't No Particular Sign, and more compatible with I Just Want Your Extra Time and Your Fish. Fish. Feel bad for Elton Prince, though. He's going to be gone for a while. Yes. And I feel bad for him in retrospect as well, because I remember that match where he injured his neck. People were calling for his fucking head, and I don't think it's a cool thing. I don't think it's cool when people fuck up in wrestling and then fans like me, I wasn't part of this, but fans like me who have never stepped foot in a fucking wrestling ring a day in my life, to comment on people's careers and livelihoods and say, oh, so XYZ should be fucking fired for fucking up this spot. he got a lot of shit for that, and then it turned out he had a fucking broken neck or something. Wrestling fans are the worst. They're kind of, well, Star Wars fans can be the worst. Not all Star Wars fans. Not all Star Wars fans. Some of them are absolutely lovely. But a lot of Star Wars fandom is toxic as fuck. Not you. Not you with the ... You are one of the lovely ones. But you know, in fact, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because I can remember I put up a post on Twitter once. And it was, I don't want to say rage bait, because it's not my style. But it was potentially, I don't call it rage bait, I call it idiot fishing. Like, I don't want to antagonize people, but I would like people to show their arse just so I can block them, right? Like, that's fine. And I can remember I put something up about Star Wars, and you messaged me and you said engagement farming. Isn't that what fucking social media is? Stop. You messaged me and you were like, are you sure about this? But ironically, most of my engagement farming, in most of my rage bait, is purely accidental. Purely accidental. When I'm trying to rage bait people, people don't bite. When I'm just trying to, you know, look at the positives in professional wrestling, that's when people give me shit for stuff. What was the last thing someone gave me proper shit for? Oh yeah, that was it. It was just a stupid post, like a really stupid post. Like, it was a joke where if you got it, right? And if you didn't, you just fucking doom scroll along in your fucking bathing in misery bullshit. So you know how every year around Royal Rumble season, wrestling fans fantasy book themselves into a fucking situation where somebody, usually it's The Rock or Stone Cold Steve or someone ridiculous that's not going to turn up, but it's usually someone enters in as a surprise number 31 in the Royal Rumble. It happens every year. Oh my god, what if after the 30 men have entered, what if the countdown happens again and number 31 it's The Rock to eliminate Cody Rhodes, or whatever the fucking bullshit people come up with. And I put up a post saying, who do we think's going to be the number 31 entrant in the Royal Rumble this year? And the amount of fucking idiots that commented on that, being like, oh my god, actually, there's only 30 people in the Royal Rumble. Are you new here? Oh my god, are you stupid? I'm like, irony is not wasted on you, dickhead. Stuart is outstanding in his field. I am. And when I play Red Dead Redemption online, I am literally outstanding in a field. Did you see Stuart Lee talking about Zack Sabre Jr. on Harry Hill's podcast? No. I'm going to be real with you, Spud. I had absolutely no idea that Harry Hill had a podcast. Bear with me 1 second. Need to save this for later. Harry Hill's got a fucking podcast. Harry Hill might actually be my favourite comedian of all time. I went and saw Harry Hill. It's called The Harry Hill Show, funny enough. I saw Harry Hill live 20 years ago. No, longer than that. 25 years ago. Stuart Lee, Adam Buxton, Ivo Graham, always good for a podcast guest. Jeff Dunham, not a fan of Jeff Dunham. Don't find his character work in any way entertaining. Matthew Crosby interview. Jedward interview on the Harry Hill podcast. Interesting. Natalie Cassidy always turns up on Chatterbix with Joe Wilkinson and the other guy whose name escapes me. David something. Tom Davis, always good. Ross Noble. don't hear much from Ross Noble these days. Matt Lucas, Ramesh, always good. Jack D, always good. Kate Lawler, the Big Brother winner. Yep. Okay. Big Brother winner turned podcasting powerhouse Kate Lawler. Had absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea that Kate Lawler did podcasts. I'll be honest with you. Jamie Lang. No interest in listening to that. Kerry Godliman, always good. Reece James, always good. Nick Helm, always good. I'm going to listen to the fuck out of this. Thank you, Spud. You've got a Stuart Lee story. It's kind of heavy. I'm intrigued. I'm really intrigued as to what this Stuart Lee story is going to be. If it's sensitive in terms of thing, oh okay, all right. You saw him live a few years back with your parents in Manchester. Got his book signed by him. Lovely time. On the drive back on the motorway, a ton of ambulance and police cars on the other side. So you just by instinct check the news. Oh my fucking god. Jesus fucking Christ. I think a lot of people have got stories like that, unfortunately. Like, good, you know, good you avoided it, bad that it happened. I think, you know, I'm very, 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 very fortunate that a lot of people didn't, oh, I don't know anyone that was affected by, like, the 7/7 stuff. But I do know that my dad was working in the area on that day and avoided it. But yeah. Anyway, onto more lighter news. We've got Charlotte and Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jackson, Lash Legend, and I'm pretty sure there's another team in this, isn't there? Oh my god, big crossbody by Alexa Bliss on the outside. Yeah, it's Julia and Kiana James as well. What's this match for? Is this match for a #1 contender spot? Julia and Kiana James for you is just such a mismatch. Yeah. Look, no one's denying that Julia is a star waiting to happen. She is one of those people that could have benefited greatly from longer in NXT. And this, again, going back to what I said earlier about SmackDown moving to 3 hours, Julie is one of the people that's really benefited from this, because before she had a United States title run where she did fuck all. Not her fault. Not her fault in the slightest. Since she has won the United States title back and SmackDown has moved to 3 hours, she has had a match every single week with bona fide stars as well. So I couldn't be happier for her. The Kiana James partnership, maybe it will get good. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I don't like it. I don't like it. Is it a language thing? Like, is Kiana James acting as a mouthpiece type deal? Because I feel like there's better people for that, for Julia, than Kiana James. I'm not going to name any off the top of my head, but you know, good for Kiana James at least. Like, she's getting exposure on television and more airtime now. These three though, these three should be on our TV every fucking week on SmackDown. Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, and B-Fab. B-Fab was absolutely fucking killing it in the ring before the Street Profits disappeared. Why are they not using her more? Her and Michin as a tag team was actually gaining momentum and actually interesting, and it just died a death. They've been taken off TV apparently because they've got nothing for them and they want to keep them fresh. Same with Rusev. Rusev just fucking came back. If you haven't got anything for Rusev, that's not Rusev's fault. That's your fault. That's bad creative. I want to see Redeemer Rusev, fully fledged Redeemer Rusev every fucking week. Same with Aleister Black as well, apparently. Might not see Aleister Black and Zelina Vega for a little bit. Literally just came back. Or just fucking cut your losses, print some fucking Rusev Day t-shirts and just have at it. Just print some fucking money for a bit. Aiden English works for TNA. Bring him in. Give him the announcer role that he had the last time. That act worked perfectly. How do we get to that point? How do we get to that point? Exactly. Aiden English is in TNA, which means he's available for WWE television. Doesn't have to turn up at every live event. He can be there on Fridays. Or Mondays. He can be there on a fucking Monday. And he was so good. He was so fucking good doing it as well. Do you remember that weird WrestleMania where he turned up in the Battle Royal and he had hair? And then later on, he was announcing for Rusev and he was bald. Like he just had a haircut. Like he had his match, went backstage at WrestleMania, had a haircut, came back out. Just the most bizarre thing. I remember when he came out, I was like, I'm sure this motherfucker had hair earlier. I'm sure this guy had hair about half an hour ago. When you've got a roster this size, you can give people regular weeks off, do storylines on alternate weeks, keeps people healthy and keeps people getting used. Yeah, and I would hope at this point that it's a transitional period where they're just getting used to the rotation of it. Because right now the rotation seems mightily off. Like it feels like we've got some of the same people every single week. And then we've got people that have just come back that are now disappeared again. Rusev shouldn't be gone from TV this quickly. Aleister Black shouldn't be gone from TV this quickly. The Street Profits should not be gone from TV this quickly. Whereas people like, I don't know, Nia Jax just came back. Fresh. Works. Like, it does work if they get regular weeks off. But that rotation needs to be a bit more... It feels off right now. And I'm hoping, like I said, it's a bit more of a transitional thing. Getting used to the 3 hours. Getting used to that, giving people time off. Can't think of anyone, really, that I would give time off to now. Maybe. I don't know. Where the fuck are the Motor City Machine Guns? They've been gone for way too long. That feels like an act that just disappeared a bit too quickly as well. Nia Jax still got heat. Oh, really? Motor City Machine Guns might be turning up in AAA. I would love to start doing some AAA watch-alongs, but that shit starts at 3 o'clock in the morning. Unfortunately, at some point, despite this evening, despite being here currently for 7 hours and 18 minutes, at some point, I do plan on going to bed. Ooh. Kiana James done good here. SmackDown Tag Division was on fire before the Wyatt Six won the titles. I agree. And again, I don't think that's the Wyatt Six fault. That's poor booking. We've got no idea how to run with this. Whereas they had gold with the teams in that division. The teams in that division that were firing on all cylinders, and then you had the Wyatt Six come in and win it. That should have been a storyline for months. That could have been different tag teams having matches for months. And what happened? Every other tag team looked like shit, and the Wyatt Six looked boring. That's terrible. That's the worst case scenario. Oh, fuck. No. DDT on Nia Jax from Alexa Bliss. Decent. Decent. Oh, nice. Dropkick from Julia to Nia Jax. I watched a clip the other day of them teasing Uncle Howdy with Alexa Bliss, and that definitely feels like a missed opportunity as well. Like, it makes sense to put Alexa with the Wyatt Six, and it might have made, you know, hindsight's 2020, and it's all speculation. But it might have made the Wyatt Six look a bit more interesting with Alexa Bliss there. But then again, Alexa Bliss has done wonders for Charlotte Flair, so, you know. I've been a big fan of this since it started. Fucking hell, lovely little transition there from Alexa and Lash. Wow, Kiana James got the win. That's huge. That's really huge for her. That was not the ending that I expected, which is always good. Yeah, I definitely want that Sami Zayn Habs t-shirt in front of the Habs team photo as well. Don't be so rude, Damien. He's offering his help. Ooh. We're going to get a big four-way brawl to end Smackdown this evening. Not in Montreal, bitch. It's hard not to like Damien Priest. What has Sami Zayn spotted backstage? Drew McIntyre? No. Yeah, Drew McIntyre. Oh my god! You just slapped the fucking shit out of him. I like where this is heading. I think kind of makes sense for Sami to win tomorrow and then Drew McIntyre to Claymore him to finish it off. I can't call it. I can't call it this year. With the Rumbles, with the lead up to the Rumble. I feel like this whole Drew McIntyre beating Cody Rhodes for the WWE title a couple of weeks ago has just thrown a massive spanner into the works. I love it. I love the chaos. Oh, fuck me. 3 fucking minutes. Oh, God. Right, I'll try and use these 3 minutes to plug some shit, shall I? Do you like indie games? Do you like indie video games? Because I have started doing an indie game review series on my YouTube channel. It is, oh fuck it, I'll stick the link in the chat. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube, go and subscribe to the YouTube. The video reviews are on the playlist Stuart's Indie Review. The last one was a game called Super Long Cat, which is a 2D puzzle platformer. Really, 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 really recommend that game. It's really fucking good. I even make an appearance in that video. Usually it's just me doing voiceover as the review, but I actually make an appearance on camera in this short video. Myself and my cat do make an appearance, considering the game, the protagonist of the game is a cat. Also, any sort of subscribing to the YouTube channel, which is free, and liking and sharing the video wherever possible, massively, massively helpful. So thank you so much to everyone that's been very supportive of that. Tomorrow, I'm going to be here from 11 PM UK time. That is fucking 6 PM Eastern time, for Saturday Night's Main Event. Looking forward to it. We're going to have some Sporkle quizzes and some other things on the go while we watch the wrestling. Next week, just trying to think what the fuck is next week. Next week is Friday. I'm going to be playing some WWE Smackdown Here Comes the Pain and watching Smackdown. And on the Saturday, I'm going to be here early from around 6 PM UK time to watch the WWE Royal Rumble. And I'm really, really excited for that. We're going to do some more Sporkle quizzes and watch the Royal Rumble. We might even play some WWE 2K25 at the same time as well. The weekend after that, I've got a guest on the channel. It's going to be Ed from our local establishment, the Oli Podcasts on Twitter and YouTube. Really, really excited to have a chat with Ed and also play a video game of his choice, which I think he has chosen WrestleMania the arcade game, which was originally a cabinet arcade game and then got ported to literally every console known to man. We'll be playing the PlayStation 1 version, although I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same as the Mega Drive, the SNES. Probably come out on the fucking... It came out on everything. Probably came out on the fucking Commodore 64 as well. I'm pretty sure that game was ported to fucking everything at the time. But I'm really looking forward to that. And we've also got other bits and pieces lined up wrestling-wise. I don't know what other wrestling shows are on soon. I think the next AEW show's in March. London Toy Fair's Toy of the Year. I had no fucking clue the London Toy Fair was a thing, otherwise I probably would have gone. I think AJ Styles is going to beat Gunther. Right, who's Cody found backstage? Wow. Picture of Drew McIntyre that says "The Real American Dream" in the window. Should be a good match. So sick of dem gang. Jack Director, welcome in. How are you doing? Attitude Era get. Look, I'm all right with the Attitude Era shit if they do something different with it. If it's something unique, if we get some good, you know, Attitude Era superstars out of it, if we get something different, like we haven't seen Gangrel since WWE 13, we haven't seen. It's just a lot of those stars. They're just like fucking, you know. They're not available. A lot of them are, you know, in AEW or, you know, dead. Like, I do agree though. Ruthless Aggression, they need to do a fucking showcase on the Ruthless Aggression. They get Val Venus. Godfather, if they get Godfather in, if we get Godfather with a full Godfather entrance, then fuck yeah. I just don't have faith that they're going to do that. We're going to get one half-assed fucking Attitude Era DLC pack, and it's going to be like, you know, people that have been free in WWE games like 2-3 years ago. I don't know. I'm trying to be positive about it. Wish they would show some ECW some love. ECW really started the Attitude Era, if we're being honest. I agree. And I saw some speculation, and I'm hoping it's right, okay? But the showcase mode is going to be centered around CM Punk, probably. Now, CM Punk, if they do a couple of CM Punk's indie feuds, like obviously we're not going to see any Ring of Honor because that's out of bounds right now, but CM Punk had a indie feud with Steve Corino, and Steve Corino appeared in some WWE 2K26 promotional footage recently, and he is a producer for WWE, so there is a chance that we might get Steve Corino as DLC. But one person that could really make a fucking appearance in this game is Raven, because Raven had a feud with CM Punk in Ring of Honor, but he also had a feud with CM Punk that spilled over into TNA as well. And with this TNA partnership, it's a perfect way to get a TNA arena into the game as DLC, or as an unlockable, sorry, and get Raven into a fucking WWE game. It would be the first WWE game that Raven has been in since SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, which came out in what, 2002? Raven sued WWE recently. I did not know that. Then again, saying that, Demolition sued WWE recently. Jazz sued WWE recently. And both of them have made appearances. Well, Demolition made an appearance in Supercard, and Jazz made an appearance in the audience of WWE recently. So if it's a class action lawsuit that didn't go anywhere and it got dropped, then he could make an appearance recently, or he could make an appearance soon. But if it's an ongoing lawsuit, usually they don't fucking touch people like that. Then again, New Jack made a game, and you never thought you'd ever see. You know, I'd never thought I'd see that. I still go back and watch that match of New Jack stabbing that guy. I think his name was what? Gypsy Joe? But yeah, I never thought I would see that. Okay, say you don't get Raven. Who would you want to see in a WWE game? To be fair, New Jack got included in a WWE game posthumously, like after he died. What's to say we don't get Sabu this year? Dark Side episode was fucking brilliant of New Jack. Really, 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 well, as the name would suggest, pretty fucking dark. That mass transit, yeah, and the YouTube video that Devon did with Maven talking about the mass transit incident. Really good. Is there another fucking commercial break? They only just had one. I would like to say as well, because he has been very pro WWE and I don't want to say anti AEW, but he's been very well. He has been anti AEW. We might get Stevie Richards. There's every chance you might get Steven Richards in the game potentially. Especially, I only just noted, like, reminded of that because Abyss's entrance music is playing right now. Gypsy Joe was the old bloke he battered. It was someone else he got stabby with. You're right. You are right. Gypsy Joe was the one that didn't sell the move, so he just fucking leathered him with some chairs and threw him around a little bit. If I was a wrestler, New Jack would be the one wrestler I would have stayed away from. The guy was legitimately scary. I would have worked. Yeah, if I was a wrestler, I would have worked New Jack, but I would have done everything that motherfucker told me to do. Yes, sir. Anything you want, sir. Like, I will sell my fucking arse off for New Jack. Do not argue. Do not. I wouldn't even suggest a fucking spot to New Jack. It'd be like, what do you want to do? Actually, what do you want to do, New Jack? William Jason Lane 9 times. It was. I remember. Yeah, because he got the flick knife out and it didn't stop. Like it didn't. Yeah. You want to hit my grandma with this chair? No problem, New Jack. She's a worker. She can take it. Oh God. Media said it was 16 times. New Jack said it was 9 because he counted. literally admitting to it being premeditated. Right. Are we getting Obafemi debuting at the Rumble then? Because the Rumble is what? Next weekend? And we are getting nothing but vignettes for Obafemi right now. Damien Priest is getting a lot of main events lately on SmackDown. Good to see Trick Williams in this spot, though. He carries himself like a star. He sounds like a star. He looks like a star. He works like a star. Trick Williams is gonna be massive, and I couldn't be happier for him. Like I said, Trick was always good, but for some reason that TNA World Title run elevated him to the next level, and now he's ready. I don't think this match is going to end with a winner, though. I think this match is going to end with some bullshit and then like a 4-way brawl with Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, potentially Drew McIntyre, potentially Cody as well, potentially Jacob Fatu. Just a massive fucking brawl to end the show, probably. But we've got... Oh my God, we've only got 16 minutes. Yeah, this match is ending in bullshit. This match is ending in bullshit all day. Hope he makes it this year too, and it wasn't just a one-off appearance. He only got in because Nick Khan said he was a huge fan of his. Yeah, I would hope so as well. Usually, when people are DLC, it usually means that they're free in the base game the next year. Except for Diamond Dallas Page. And it still gets on my fucking tits about Diamond Dallas Page. Because DDP was DLC in 22, and then he wasn't in 23, and then he was DLC again in 24, and then he was free in 25. But I was like, that's bullshit. Like, you can't make people pay for the same bit of DLC twice. And the worst, most egregious fucking one was Doctor of Thugonomics John Cena, who was free in 23, had a version of Doctor of Thugonomics with the music and the attire and stuff in 24. Then, in 25, didn't make an appearance at all until he was extra fucking DLC at the end of 2K25's life cycle. That is bullshit. DLC characters 1 year tend to be readily available in the next year's game. Sandman, Dudley's, yeah, exactly. I'm still fucking hot about that DDP one though. Still fucking hot about that. And the John Cena one. Bullshit. Do we ever think... I know he's getting a lot of main events. Do we ever think that Damien Priest is going to hold a world championship ever again? I wasn't a fan of Priest's run as the world heavyweight champion, but I find that he's become more entertaining since losing it. So you have to think that that world title elevated him. But I don't know if I'd ever want to see it again. Should have never had it the first time. Yeah. Yeah. That should have been LA Knight's briefcase that year. Right, there's Sami Zayn. Right, the bullshit starts now. It is currently 13 minutes until 4 o'clock in the morning where I am. I am absolutely fucked. And I can't wait to do this all over again tomorrow for Saturday night's main event. Luckily, Saturday's main event is only 2 hours long. And it starts at midnight, which means we'll be done by 2 o'clock in the morning. But I'll be here. I'll also have some Sporkle quizzes for tomorrow, because there's likely going to be a shit ton of commercial breaks. He's not a main eventer. He was just clicked up with Dom and Rhea, so popular by association. I still think he was good. And, you know, I feel like there was main event potential for Damien Priest. Like, his work that he did, like, I know it's, you know, almost hometown. He got very, very, very well paired up with Bad Bunny for that Puerto Rico show. But I feel like there's potential there. I just don't have any interest in seeing him as a world champion. I don't have any interest in seeing him as a main eventer. I'm shocked that this is the main event. But then again, if we're going to include Sami Zayn, and if we're going to include Randy Orton, and potentially include McIntyre and Rhodes and Fatu in this main event or the ending of SmackDown, then it does make sense. But I don't know. I find him entertaining, but I think I agree. I don't agree. Yeah. I love it for Trick though. I love that Trick's in the main event. See, that's something as well that really does come with a bit of experience. Being in a main event against someone and the crowd are chanting for someone who's not even in the match, and having the awareness and the calmness to play to the crowd and play along with it and not let it affect you mentally. That's cool. Oh yeah, SmackDown has massively improved since we've had a bit more of the young guys coming up doing shit. Carmelo Hayes has benefited so much from SmackDown going to 3 hours. Ilja Dragunov coming back. Trick Williams coming up. There's a lot of exciting things ready to happen, I think. I don't think we're fully there yet. We're not fully there yet. We might not be fully there yet until post WrestleMania, or at least post Rumble. Still good though. They need to call Ricky up. He's getting up there. You don't know who. Thing is though, with Ricky and potentially Powerhouse Hobbs as well, you don't want them to get lost in the shuffle when the roster is so big and there is so many things that need to be done, like a bit more showcasing of the women and definitely more showcasing of the fucking tag team division. You don't want people to get lost in the shuffle, and NXT is going to fucking suffer because a lot of people have been called up from NXT lately. And who have they got? Who have they got coming up? Who have they got coming in? Nobody. I just want to see Obafemi turn up and fucking destroy everybody. Once Obafemi shows up, it's fucking game over. Yeah, they're struggling with this one. They're struggling to get the crowd on side with this one. I feel like Sami Zayn came out a little bit too soon. Sami Zayn has been too much of a distraction in this match for the crowd. This match kind of needs to end. I did notice a few minutes ago that Damien Priest got busted open in the lip as well. Any idea when that happened? Yeah, the next big pay-per-view watch-longs we've got on the channel coming up. We've got Saturday night's main event tomorrow. We've got Royal Rumble next week. And then I don't think we've got anything until Elimination Chamber, which is on the 28th of February. I don't know if there's a TNA show or a NXT special between now and then. The next AEW show is in fucking March. He has got impressive kicks, Priest. Although, Trick with an impressive kick of his own. Oh. Double knockout. Crowd like that one, though. But yeah, I would like to see Ricky not necessarily called up, but I would like to see a more collaboration or synchronicity between NXT and SmackDown. Like, SmackDown seems like the perfect place that you can showcase a few NXT stars before they get to the main roster. It's happened with Javon. It's happened with a few people. I'd like to see Ricky Saints make an appearance on SmackDown. Even if he doesn't get like a full call up, like make an appearance. Come up for a fucking Carmelo Hayes match. You literally can't go wrong having a match with Carmelo Hayes. I'm going for the trick shot. Oof. He's got good timing on that kick out as well. Right, we've got 5 minutes left. I'm not counting down, but I am fucking exhausted. All in all, it's been a very good episode of SmackDown this evening. A very, very good episode of SmackDown this evening. Has it been world beating? No. But it's been a solid show. It's been a solid show. I've got high hopes for the wrestling tomorrow on Saturday night's main event, but I've got no hope for the pacing of it because it's just going to be commercial break, commercial break, commercial break. That's why I've got Sporkle quizzes lined up for tomorrow because we're going to need to fill that fucking time doing something. Don't go say that on Twitter. You're going to get slaughtered. Mate, do not tempt me. I was saying this earlier. If I try and rage bait people on Twitter, people don't bite. But if I just put a positive post saying, you know what, I really like whatever, there'll be some cunt that fucking comments on it going, fuck off. You try and spread some positivity around, and some people just love to bathe in their fucking misery. I'll just keep on doing me. Yeah, I wish I was a fucking shill. I don't make money off of this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sami Zayn interferes, attacking Trick Williams of all people. Also, thank you so much for the follow, Jack Director. Appreciate you, mate. There you go. The crowd's come alive now. Crowd's come alive for Sami Zayn. Sami taking it to Damien Priest. Feel like someone else has got to come out, right? Feel like someone else has got to come out. Ooh. Trick shot. Down in Damien Priest. Are we going to end this episode of SmackDown with Trick standing tall? Surely not. Yeah, Trick's music's playing. I was expecting more from that ending. Oh, there's Randy Orton. There we go. Here we go. Big RKO to send the crowd home happy. Sami Zayn looks like he's getting up though. It'd be a hell of a statement from Sami if he just hit a Hoover kick on Randy Orton right now. It could potentially happen. We're getting the banner up for Saturday night's main event. Trips dogged him in that last Unreal episode, straight scolded LA Knight. Do you know what? I disagree. I genuinely feel like if Triple H was a shit boss, he wouldn't have said anything to a mistake by LA Knight. He took the time to explain where he fucked up. And that's what good managers do. I don't feel like he dug him out. I don't feel like he dug him out in ways that people saw it. I watched it and I was like, yeah, he's telling him where he fucked up because he fucked up. Like, wow, I wasn't expecting RKO to Sami Zayn to end the show. Wow, in Montreal as well. I think Sami Zayn's winning. Right. His shirt tells you RKO everybody. Right, I think that is it. Right. Every big wrestling show that we watch along with, and most wrestling shows that we don't watch along with as well, there is a predictions competition going to be live on the Discord tomorrow. Usually we get a few days for you to submit your predictions for shows, but the only 4 matches on this show, and the 4th one got announced tonight. So unfortunately, we've only got less than a day to submit our predictions for Saturday night's main event. So if you want to get involved, then join the Discord if you haven't already. Go to the predictions form in a few hours, and I will post the Google form. It'll take you about 30-60 seconds to fill out. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now, in fact, before I go to bed, because I'm a fucking madman and I have a flagrant disregard for my health and safety. But that is it from me this evening. I've had a fucking good time. I've been here for nearly 8 hours. What a dickhead. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all, everyone, for watching along with me, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Nice meeting you too as well, mate. I hope you all have a lovely weekend if I don't speak to you. But for now, see you in a bit. Laters!